You cannot trust him because he's playing Ghana. He has taken $50.5 million. He still cannot account for the $50.5 million. He's supposed to tell us where that $52 billion went. That man is supposed to be picked up by Yoko. He needs to answer those questions. Second one, it's got to do with the OSP. Kissi Agyabeng and the Obeye press conference, the OSP of Ghana. This man is called Kissi Agyabeng. Obeye press conference. And over 2 hours and Obekain a year brofo etre Ghana for. Now the OSP Bekache nyina a year assembly okache recently said he's going to respond or he will be responding to a year issues surrounding the Ken Ofori-Atta extradition and other matters na account about his collaboration with the Attorney General about a year Juma yesi onye investigations are onye and what brought about this? All these started when because of a document to be better Ghana for say the OSP Kissi Agyabeng is a liar, and the earlier we accept or start to prepare ourselves to get the Attorney General to take over the case is a OSP hono, we will all be disappointed at the end of the day. And the Kissi Agyabeng is the biggest scam. Is the biggest lie, is the biggest comedy shower me as a young man, a Ghanaian. It is the biggest antics, the biggest gymnastics. It is the biggest comedy session I've witnessed for a year, all the years I've lived on this planet. Over the years, you in Kofua omye jokers, you comedians, you people who pretend, you people who always want to be smart, people who basically are pretenders, people who in their own senses think say they can fool everybody all the time. And what the OSP Kissi Agyabeng exhibited this afternoon in Ghana on national television should tell every single Ghanaian said this guy is one dangerous human being we are not supposed to rely on. And if we are all watching tonight, every single Ghanaian, after listening to Kissi Agyabeng this afternoon, we need to now prepare our mind to have a better state agency that is ready to fight corruption, to take over the corruption cases in Ghana from Ekufuado's era till this time. Because if we are going to rely on Kissi Agyabeng, then it means to say the fight against corruption, Yadrin say his office is going to do anything about it. We are fooling, or we will be fooling ourselves to believe that. It is not in my place to decide whether Kissi Agyabeng keeps his job or sacked. So, Busamia, I'll tell you, I don't need him as a special prosecutor. But as a nation, we need to start thinking of looking at other avenues that we can believe and trust to do what? Fight corruption. Because Kissi Agyabeng, as we can see from his utterances, his deliberate acting, his comedy that he has been putting up all this while and climaxing it up to this afternoon in Ghana, we have no hope working with Kissi Agyabeng in fighting against corruption. Yeah. And I'm going to prove to you why. I'm going to take my time. Mr. S, can you cut this piece, the ones I sent you, can you cut all the pieces and put on the background for me? And the Kissi Agyabeng by the kind of Bibria, and say, and I'm sure Pa say 99% of Ghana for Mutie, he fooled them in his head. Nani Trimuno, he had a strategy. And the strategy was that let me go in, let me talk plenty, and avoid the most important thing. The reason why in Tiana, a few weeks ago, we were all over this roof. We were all over our voice, speaking and shouting, was because we wanted Kissi Agyabeng to do one thing. And there was only one thing we were all asking, because you would say, Kissi Agyabeng, yes, at the end of the day, we will all tell ourselves, say, we have made progress when it comes to extraditing Ken Ofori-Atta to face a Ghana court for us to know where they have to be put. So it does not matter Kissi Agyabeng staying on air for 10 hours, TV for 2 hours. It was a simple question we all asked this guy. This guy is a pure actor. He is a slimy actor. one of those people who Christianity is dangerous. So who Kissi Agyabeng na who wa bam wo one ne ja Kissi Agyabeng. Kissi Agyabeng a dangerous human being. And the reason why I say that is because he knows how to maneuver. Even today in his presser, he tried to, at the end of the day, put the Attorney General in a position whereby it will be difficult for the Attorney General to even be asking him questions again. And that is how smart and diabolic this dangerous guy is. The reason why I say he's dangerous is that he's dangerous because before he makes any move, he knows the consequences that's coming. He first of all deals with the consequences because he knows the possible questions that will come. So psychologically, he is a Ghanaian on the Ghana for Yini. And he knows how to get into our mind. And that is what Kissi Agyabeng displayed, exhibited today on national television for 2 hours. I laughed throughout the whole 2 hours because I took my time to listen to his comedy. So now we take Kissi Agyabeng and the Kissi Agyabeng ton adiamawa onima de kura oton. Kissi Agyabeng de oye, it is not different from a licky soap doing this.
2 bashi 2 pelekes. 1 bashi 2 pelekes. One bashi 2 pelekes. 2 bashi 2 pelekes.
When I wear crying 2 bashes, class 2 bashes, where? Towel.
Towel.
Towel. I want the pink,
towel.
The price.
Towel.
Hey, the pure case.
Towel. 2 bashi 2 pelekes. 1 bashi 2 pelekes. One bashi 2 pelekes. 2 bashi 2 pelekes.
When I wear crying 2 bashes, class 2 bashes, where? Towel.
Towel.
Towel. I want the pink,
towel.
The price.
Towel.
Hey, the pure case.
Towel. 2 bashi 2 pelekes. 1 bashi 2 pelekes. One bashi 2 pelekes. 2 bashi 2 pelekes.
What you are seeing on TV, that is the same thing Kissi Agyabeng did today. Or the two, or the nyama mienu chiro, no ma tom mienu na mao. Onim adimpo a oton amao. But unim, the trimuno onim the oton amao. But Obama wajre o say onim the oton. What Kissi Agyabeng did today was rehashing or going back or remixing this press conference. Kissi Agyabeng today did not introduce any new thing to Ejuma Awaye. The $50.5 million that we have spent on his office, Kissi Agyabeng today could not justify that money we have given to him. You see, sir, after listening to him, most of you, Ghana for Bibrika, say, na kwa who you see Jimmy ana, and that is on the lips of people who, with all due respect, at a point, he used figures, numbers, words to convince even the foolish middle class for them to think, say, he is presenting something new. What Kissi Agyabeng did today on national television for 2 hours, it was pure comedy. It was a remix of what he has done already. There was nothing new in what Kissi Agyabeng did today. This nigga B, or a dangerous guy. Now, we are going to go into Adia and the Oyeye. Now, if Ube say Kissi Agyabeng is not somebody we can trust to lead an investigation. Today, he did something. And what did he do? Press conference. Ube will say, okay, again, Kissi Agyabeng a press conference about 2-3 things. The reason why our press conference in say, Attorney General actual letter ekoma Kissi Agyabeng after Kissi Agyabeng actual letter come at a office of the president through the chief of staff's office say, here a way or a green light to go and bring Ken Oforiatta in. And a chief of staff can say, Enyeme Juma, a Attorney General Juma. And Attorney General actual letter come at Kissi Agyabeng, Kissi Agyabeng. You know something? Yen nyoma be mienu miensa pe firi ho. Yen saka sa nyoma na whatever assistance you were asking from the Jubilee House, no, we have it. We will give you to extradite Ken Ofori-Atta to Ghana. That is it. And nyoma be na eye Attorney General ebusa Kissi Agyabeng. Obusa no ka say, one, or say, offer a copy of the docket in its current state. Onfambre eye dien or no Attorney General. Or ka say, baby, why investigations ne drubiano? For sa investigations no, docket no, document ni na fa breme. Or say baby, we drubia. So it did not matter where Kissi Agyabeng investigations they do. Two, or say an investigative report. Or say investigative report so baby awa ye drubiano sa eno so no fabra. Now onim say sa report na inconclusive. Unwie the investigations and the investigative report ni na unwie no. Or say for our investigators account to assist him to look into it, and if they have to complete it together and take the next step. So all that we as Ghanaians through the Attorney General, we were asking Kissi Agyabeng nyoma miensape, investigative report, dockets, and adding 2 investigators to go and conclude everything with the Attorney General. That's all. Enti na Kissi Agyabeng, na ye hia Kissi Agyabeng to come and tell us the obekan in. But let me open your mind on something. Ehona miwia na machro azan Kissi Agyabeng ye nende. You cannot trust him because he's playing Ghana. He has taken $50.5 million. He still cannot account for the $50.5 million. He still cannot account for it. Now, Shadebia and they see, let me read a few of the things he spoke about today. Now, so we study Kissi Agyabeng some of the kind in the or say we start investigations be. I mean, the top from Ghana for. Now investigations, no, Ken Ofori-Atta ne aban mu nipa bi ete company bi. Na omo te company no, na company no sebio enkrata ne nyira so a e wo se omutumi di dwuma bi e de den egege Ghana revenues. Sa company a Ken Ofori-Atta mo te ye no, ma me board top farmer PZ for. Also omo te company bi a omo de be kire PPA say, oh company we de omo ye ne say omo boa e ma ban etumi gege eto ne yie. Enti sa company ne Ghana Revenue Authority ye dwuma bebi a yegege yeto nyina afri no ye betuma gege eto no ekwan so a ebe ye hyew a emu bedawa Ghana benya sika dodo. Na time Ken Ofori-Atta de sa company ne ko kire eye PPA no PPA ka say sa company we eni ngina so eni experience eni de kire say betuma di sa dwuma de no. Na sa time Ken Ofori-Atta eye sa de no na company bi wo hodada edi sa dwuma na ma Ghana sa company no 2015 and almost started di sa dwuma no. Now de na won wo mu nyina ne say Ken Ofori-Atta first company no de koye no ohun say yanje antum no PPA or the corner yanje antum no and osako change company ni din o ma nipa bi sa change company ni din ebe na SML. Now they see and say onim say SML no omuni experience biem omuni experience sa nyoma na omude call PPA procurement public procurement authority ye deny say ye ntumi fa contract no no Ken Ofori-Atta na onim say sa new company na was a rebranding no old one a we rebranding no onim say ekọ ho a omesa pam no into the oye and say company na ene Ghana Revenue Authority GRA eye adwuma eboa ma ye gege eto no every different avenues government institutions ede ekoto ye no oma oni GRA mpenifo ne ka omuti bon ho ena omo force company ne say oni new company na what na any experience no engineer sa companies ne kon ho na se bi omo so engigi sika omo gege eto di bi. Remember Ghana mrane kire say e was a PPA ema wo ho kwan say company bi krampo ebenya contract bi a eya aban contractor eya nipa oya GRA boss no entumi for ono ane pe ema sa company the contract Ken Ofori-Atta nim sa nti ene GRA boss for no mo nim sa nti de omo ye ene say omo ka say eya company na 2015 na omo contractor also omo gege eto na ye rekoto ye no omo ka say sa company no omo force ne say omo for the contract ni bi ema Ken Ofori-Atta company no na omo so engineer no kon ho na omo gege sika ni bi. Na nyame ompe bone na sa company na omo ne aban eye adwuma dada no na omo contract na ebe end. Na de won wan say omo force ye edi Ken Ofori-Atta company no esi sa company ne kon ho. What you say? Ena na omo so edi dwuma na emfa emrakwa mu. In fact, Sa company na no mo ye adwuma pa na ye de Kenofriata company ne si omukon se omunji sika ni bi no. Sa company no mo mpene so. But eye GR mpenifo mo ba ya and Kufuado omo nyina ne Kenofriata ka omuti bon ho e na omo de sa company no share eye company dada no kon se by force oni omunye adwuma. Now de na ehu awasem nyina mu ne se ekonenim no sa company na sebio omo di dwuma ansana Kenofriata yes ye force the company abeshom kon no omo contract na expire. In this company the contract expire. That means say Kenofriata company na esisa company ni kon automatically omo the company na also omo free contract nim. Nanso de na one say Kenofriata company na ye share company ni kon say ono ngigi sika no. Sa company ni contract na expire no Kenofriata company the contract na expire. Omo the contract na ema Kenofriata company na PPA for nim Ghana ban nim parliament nim ena GR mpenifo ne Kenofriata tena se ena omo tam contract no edema Kenofriata company na company dwumadie be na omo di so hwe dwumadie omo di ne potia na Ghana eto a ye gigi no wo mbiambia te se airport tema port eye immigration sa eto na ye gigi no wo nyina no omo na omo wo eye enusuade hu a omo tumi de gigi sa eto ni nyina yie edeto yie ma ye rekoto Bank of Ghana. Now didim bedum pempenso bi ehun say eye GR mpenifo ni nyina ne Kenofriata ka omutiri bon ho ena na omu use sa company we illegally ena omu de gi Ghana eto no etua Kenofriata de the company ne ka bobre a odisika fa ho enti sa wode wani tubu pa na wo hwa Kenofriata ege contract no illegally company ni illegal impenifo mo man ho kwan man era na sa company no anyina no enso were part of the illegality ena na omuwiaye enti eye OSP so beka kire nde ni nyina no brofo tintin ni nyina no na o ka kire se Kenofriata ene nipa bi ene ball kro no eno ano no en ade we ade a OSP aka kire dadaada yenim enya ade foforo enti ende so ko check eye news talking point na you see this. After the name change from SMEL, first company na Kenofriata de koya na yanja ntumno near from SMEL. Owie no ko change din na SML. After the name change from SMEL to SML, the revenue assurance contract was taken from West Blue Ghana Limited and awarded to the newly incorporated firm. Inti West Blue Ghana Limited no. Omuni company na sebio omo ho kwan se omo gigi sa eto no. But Kenofriata de SMEL koya na yanja ntumno. Osabe yi ni firo eno de SML ba ya oni GR mpenifo e de eye contract no by force omo de be see West Blue for kon ho say mo by force mo de Kenofriata enye adwuma we afi what you say now after that no they see and say when in sama OSP beka kire ye nim ni nyina dada ensam foforo bi amaye. I am trying to give you an idea of azan any lies papa we be twa kire mo ne. I see GRA and SML deal was a masterful and mischievously crafted scheme by Kenofriata. I see sa GRA omni SML for deal na omu kuki no na eyadea omu tina ho etwinwene ni ye edisi kwemu a omu yoma se omu bomu tribu po ewia Ghana ska. This is not new. This has been there already. The first press conference o kan sansem we nyina rundown nyina maaye. Enti this is not new. And then obetina ho ende kan 2 hours no. Now, Special Prosecutor Sakachere say over 1.4 billion was paid to SML without proper monitoring or evaluation. It's the main thing in say at the end of the day, Attorney General can say Sanyoma we nyina fa breno in its current form. But my main tricky be. On say Special Prosecutor Ekasande no. So what study SML for no ejuma also mo yankasa. Yes, so mo yede bibi a friend of revenue assurance. That means say juma na Kenofriata ejuma kuo no edi nyina ne say yeto no omo begege no kwan paso hyew so se na akrono bia mbema ye betumi nya enough eto revenue e de ato se oman. So we study special prosecutor and some kan nyina. Ni nyina started from 2017 all the way to 2024. Now, baby, SML4 edi sikapa no between 2017 and 2020. Now, you see, Kenofriata company na was say company na revenue assurance. Yet for na omutumi jiji. Now, Kenofriata Sa avenues are not ojeji etuo ni nyina through SML no. There was a way he was supposed to get his money. Now he couldn't take the money from those places. He needed to follow the money and take his commission before the money ends up at Bank of Ghana. Remember, yajiji Ghana tuo ni nyina free port. Tema yajiji ni nyina free ni nyina ended up at Ghana Commercial Bank. Edu Ghana Commercial Bank pe entena ho na akọ Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana and consolidated accounts edem. Now, Kenoforiata knew say, oye say adwuma nyina illegally a wagigi etuo nyina na baby a obeji etuo bia the commission that so through the SML company no. So he needed to chase the money. Now, ogigi etuo nyina no in 2020, sa sika na your friend revenue ni nyina no ekodi Ghana Commercial Bank na Ghana wa accounts bia your friend the slip account. Se sika ni nyina revenue nyina koduru ho a na revenue na eden a slip ko na akoto Bank of Ghana. Muka say 2020. Mebeka kire mo say. Sa expose we am yen in 2020. Meka kire mo say. Eye 52 billion. Every Ghana Commercial Bank. Na sa sika na Auditor General, former Auditor General Dumelivo ye no. Sa sika na call Bank of Ghana na nanka wo say e free ho. Eko Bank of Ghana no 52 billion, 52.5 billion was missing. Yehu be a fire. Now, so we read the Auditor General's report now or trophies as there is a particular place it will give you a sense why Kenoforiata's name or the finance minister's name was mentioned. Mamencho. And it's Kenoforiata epese or a revenue assurance contract. No, he knew what he was doing. Or GG revenue in area, he would chase the money all the way to Bank of Ghana, a Ghana Commercial Bank, take his cut before the money slips into Bank of Ghana. It will read a transfer of tax revenues by GCB to unknown source. So you see the unknown source. Now read here. Letter no was the 5th of October 2020. Now akabe 2 months near Kotwaba. 52 billion, 52.5 billion. A rai. Yehu. A SML the fast askano. And it's never seen there. Omubuso almost say. Sikana fahin almost say unknown source. A Kenoforiata SML. And a normal year revenue assurance, no. Omujiji revenue now. Because Kenoforiata wanted a way to be able to get close to the money. He only needed to build that what you call special purpose vehicle in the name of SML. The moment he puts that company together, that company is in charge of revenue assurance. It will make him as the finance minister, it will give him the opportunity to follow the money. Now he's not following the money in the interest of Ghana. Kenoforiata is following the money in the interest of SML. But because he's the finance minister, when he talks to Ghana Commercial Bank, they need to listen to him. It is as he can do Ghana Commercial Bank, no. So we read the Auditor General's report now. Ubehu Bebia, a man who said Kenoforiata took that money in the name of SML because of call it revenue assurance. A revenue assurance, no, and the springboard or the propeller. It me manikunya saskano. Into here. Regulation 12 of the Financial Administration Regulation FAR 2004 stipulates, and I quote, Auditor General Dinkan Koti Eya Emra Nipa Sikan Kodi Ninsem no Wafom Ansana Waka Diesi. Into check Eya findings now. Paragraph 1. Or say a person entrusted with custodial duties of public and trust monies shall protect public and trust monies against the unlawful diversion from their proper purposes and against accidental loss, and locate such money so as to facilitate the efficient and economical discharge of public financial business. End of quote. Auditor General will say, answer about audit be odin kan quote to act na kyerɛw say the aban sika hya wonsam na so wan hwɛ so ye na ɛwɔ sɛ bebi a wɔ sɛ kɔ na ankɔ a mmra ane ubedi. Now who read this second paragraph ra ɛhɔ ɛna kyerɛw say SML Kenoforiata edi eche no kwaji 52 billion no. Into we study paragraph 2 now. This is what it says. Mami enlarge paragraph 2 now. It will be easy for us to read. Over here. You see the paragraph 2? Let's read it together. The Ministry of Finance, in its quest to improve government revenue, engaged your service for the collection of tax revenue across the nation. Into Auditor General can say, Ghana Commercial Bank, the Ministry of Finance, in its quest to improve government revenue engage your services for the collection of tax revenue across the country. To ascertain the integrity of the banking arrangement, we conducted a reconciliation of the flow of funds from the transit accounts into the designated Bank of Ghana holding accounts. Our examination of the transit account bank statement in relation to tax revenue showed that your bank, contrary to agreement for the funds to be transferred into designated Bank of Ghana holding account, transferred a total of 52.5 billion into unknown sources over the under review. The table below provides the summary of type of revenue transferred to unknown sources. The table below provides the summary of type of revenue transferred to unknown source, the details of which is provided in our web. Where I want you to pay attention is the second paragraph, the 2 lines. The Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance, in its quest to improve government revenue, engaged your service for the collection of tax revenue across the nation. It is not in the place of the Finance Ministry to engage Ghana Commercial Bank or any a revenue collection agency in collecting revenues. It is for Finance Minister to engage Ghana Commercial Bank. The Finance Minister was chasing that revenue. And Nitina Dumelivo Busa almost say, what is the Finance Ministry doing in this transaction? Because collect all the revenue, dump it at Ghana Commercial Bank, let it slip into Bank of Ghana. Why is the Finance Minister following? Because it's not the duty, the responsibility of the Finance Minister to follow the money and ensure that revenue mobilization and collection is effective. No, the Bank of Ghana, Ghana Commercial Bank, and the revenue authorities, Ghana Revenue Authority, they have to coordinate with Ghana Commercial Bank to send that money to Bank of Ghana. But in this report, the Finance Minister, the Finance Ministry, which was led by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta, led the charge. Inti eho, and ane ebusom say 52 billion. Where did it end? And I'm saying unknown source. Where is the unknown source? The unknown source in 2020 was SML. So you see, it is our study. Now, when you look at the revenue that came in, her revenue now, SML, you see, this is the document. Let me show you. When you read the oh, I'm sorry, it just disappeared. Oh man, okay, my mention away. Now, when you read the document, this is what you see. These are the revenues I'm collecting. Yeah, at the end of the day, Ken Ofori-Atta disappear into the unknown source. The Finance Ministry was following the revenue. Why? Why should the Finance Minister be following revenue that has been collected, which automatically has to go to Ghana Commercial Bank? What was his reason for following that money? The reason for following that money was because his SML at that time were the ones collecting the revenues. And he knew that his share was in there. He had to go there as the Finance Minister, acting as in charge of the ministry to take 52.5 billion Ghana cedis. Now, IRS, direct transit, IRS Nkwa, omo number of transactions, 1,180. Sika na omo fire 17.4 billion. VAT indirect, 18 billion. VAT communication service transit account 107 million. SEPS GC net revenue and also 10 million. EPI customs account 1 billion. SEPS petroleum. So these were all the revenues. SML boy and Ken Ofori-Atta followed it all the way to Bank of Ghana, Ghana Commercial Bank, and took the money. And International Auditor General Dumelivo Ebusa Ken Ofori-Atta any Ghana bank say, Obusa Ghana Commercial Bank say, what was the Finance Ministry? What is their role in this? What is their role? Because okay, second paragraph now, it made it clear, say, the Ministry of Finance in its quest, it is in the ministry's quest, the Ministry of Finance in its quest to improve government revenue engaged your services for the collection of tax revenue across the country. So study the ministry, at the end of the day, is not supposed to be involved in this. The finance ministry is not supposed to be involved in this. But because Ken Ofori-Atta wanted to enter Ghana Commercial Bank, he knew that he had to take his cut. SML had to take their money. That money that went to Ghana Commercial Bank, 52 billion, went to unknown source. Till date, we are asking, unknown source, anything. The former Ghana Commercial Bank manager, that man who was the manager there, is supposed to tell us where that 52 billion went. That man is supposed to be picked up by Yoko. He needs to answer those questions. That the unknown source, where is the unknown source? Unknown source ni ehfa. Ehina unknown source ni wo. Yentu for Ghana revenue mau at Commercial Bank to just transfer it to Bank of Ghana, and you tell us say the money went to unknown source. The man who was the head of Ghana Commercial Bank needs to answer question, because the Krobia man kasa man ko jail. Yoko needs to invite that man, bring this document out and say, under your watch, 52.5 billion of Ghana money revenue went to unknown source. Can you elaborate? How did it get to unknown source? Who and who were in charge of the money? When the money came or the money dropped at Ghana Commercial Bank, who signed it? Who were the people in charge to make sure the exact money that came from the revenue collection agencies, it's not tampered with, and that it goes through to a Bank of Ghana? So who tampered with the money? And what the unknown source is where? So you understand. Now, mommy and go back to the reason why I'm here when me will say, Ken Ofori-Atta SML now, these are some of the damages he did. Now, mommy and go back to the actor, Kissi Agyabeng. Now, Obibe Busa say Kissi Agyabeng, the press conference where and then Nyansa Ben, what was he asking? Kissi Agyabeng was playing games with you people. Kissi Agyabeng was lying to you people. Kissi Agyabeng, the OSP, is one of the best actors at Ghana in our history. The press conference, a man we hear, it was nothing. And let me tell you this. I see nipebi ena omokahu ena Ken Ofori-Atta ewi Ghana sika. Na odi nipa we mu nyina edin ebetutu TV so say papa your friend Kenel Damwa, now or your former customs commissioner, MP for German South. Kenel Damwa na mebo the video waha ni audio waha na offer custom officer lady bikache ni say oil be aba port wo na sa oil no pirated oil. Na mema ne emun locked because Jubilee House dia bokai man way. And the oreta free customs no otumi di sika no pre-seat into a parliament, parliamentary immunity. Today is an investigations. I was say Alban Bagbin, Ekache say he should vacate his seat. Now, Uncle Tenefie, after the investigations are done, if he is clean, he can come back to Parliament. Because we can't have a potential criminal making laws for us. As we speak, Kenel Damwa is a potential criminal. He's under criminal investigations, and he does not have to sit in Parliament as an MPP MP to be making laws for us. This man needs to go home and wait until the investigations are done, because we cannot have a potential thief, an experienced potential thief, to be sitting in Parliament making laws for us. We cannot allow that. And if Alban Bagbin, he's saying he's honest and patriotic as he always preaches, he needs to call this guy and tell him, go home. We cannot have you, because your presence here in this Parliament basically tells the world that we are condoning criminality until you are cleared. You cannot sit in my Parliament. But if Alban Bagbin refuses to do that, then Alban Bagbin himself needs to see himself like Kenel Damwa, because he is entertaining and condoning criminality in Parliament. Kissi Agyabeng said these are the men who basically through the investigation he's done, omni Ken Ofori-Atta ewi Ghana sika. Into some man we your friend Kenel Damwa or be charge no. Your baba sa asem no so. Or some man we so another criminal. Kissi Agyabeng ne accomplices no ebieni. Papa we your friend Emmanuel Kofinti or your former commissioner GRA. Or some man we ka ho and or sign documents ni nyina bo a Ken Ofori-Atta emani wi Ghana. Enti papa we so nipa or ba be charge no. 3. Or say papa we your friend Amisha Dai Owusu Amoa ono say former commissioner general GRA ona na ye boss or say papa we su na oka ho na oni Kenoforiata ene omo omaka no ehye kuntu na se e de SML no e ball Ghana kro no into we so obe charge no so oye kromfo man we your friend no Isaac Krenzel mikromu fantinyi or former customs commissioner later GM to of SML owie ne custom adwuma no SML for the adwuma as the senior boss e was sa company na obo mo ma omu dupi Ghana for no per the auditor general or some man we so ya kromfo a obehwehwe ne nsem mu omu nyina ye Ekufuado appointees now osasa man we your friend no Ernest Akori Osiman we so a potential criminal. Honestly, another person na okaho. Honestly, na oye chef de cabinet to Ken Oforiata. Yakase chef de cabinet. Et say sebio obi beka say hey we de ni chocho mucho. We na otu anu wetiem. We de say obeso kunipa obeso ku Ken Oforiata. We na also de duro no ya friend chef de cabinet. Only de Ken Oforiata be no wine cra. Only de kan twa so. No de say was Ken we de poison him. When Ken Oforiata ne boko suata free de gufo no ketere ma fa ho ono enso ye nipa bi a ohu ni se ono so eka ho na Ken Oforiata bo Ghana kro no edi ye dwirum into ono so obe charge no wo sa kro no we mu chef de cabinet ni din chef de cabinet is a wine a free France and say bia wine papa bi a ahye selemu ache chef de cabinet ono so eno no yese kro no obomu ma ne totete ono so eka ho now. The interesting thing about this whole thing, Kissi Agyabeng ni nyina say, and the original TV so na ne ho popo ne to sisa oye concert and hu nyina popo na no popo na onim se odi atrofa ne hwinimu no 90% of Ghanaians na omohwe show ni nyina na say omohwe Kissi Agyabeng comedy show ni nyina na say they wanted Kissi Agyabeng to tell us say my investigations are bedru ha intend make a Ghana for say ejuma ma ye nie me the paper way, krata way, air comma, attorney general. That is all that we're waiting for as Ghanaians. Now, the most interesting thing is, Odru baby na was say or can't say or the Kenoforiata bebe fie ana onfanim be fie or the docket to the attorney general. Now attorney general activate the extradition no through the US agency, security agencies, you know. This is what he said. Mumianko tie Kissi Agyabeng, take your time and listen to him. He was speaking his words well because no him say Ghana for Jimmy. Now, press conference almost 3 hours. No, this is the part at the end of the day important. Dia Kenya na nkwasiasem. Dia Kenya na or the bedadamo. Na nyansa ni ba kumpum. In fact, from my source, what he did today, he had not even prepared it. This was done overnight. All the things he came to tell you, they are not things that he has worked on at the hot. No. They worked on this overnight. The partner na ye hear say Obama ye straightforward answer. Because Attorney General Busau or say, if you have the investigations, send it to me in its current state. Inti the Obaka chain investigations are why. All right. Now let's go and listen to the comedian of the year.
7 January 2017. Kenneth Nanaya.
Our intelligence was solid that this person just didn't want to come to the country voluntarily. By March of 2025, we had collected all the evidence that we needed to aid in the prosecution of this matter. However, 2 things were outstanding. One, we needed official verification of a lot of the items that we had intercepted, especially in respect of communication. And this will require the input of our major foreign partners. Indeed, the packet arrived on Monday in validation of what we had way back in March. Then, early June, I think it was 10 June, we carried out further searches and seizures at 2 offices of SML, one in Accra in Osu and one in Tema. And there we retrieved computer servers and hard drives that had to be subjected to forensic examination. This work is not done overnight. And it is upon this reason that we informed the Attorney General when we kick-started the extradition process that the dockets had not been bound up yet because we were waiting for something. At the OSP, we do not talk lightly. We knew what we were waiting for, and we have them fully now. We have uncovered all that is contained on the computer servers and the hard drives. And now on Monday, with the gracious assistance of our major foreign partner, we have the validation of the evidence that we had way back in March 2013. So, on 2nd June 2020, we triggered the extradition request because by March, as we said, we had all the evidence we needed. We only needed official validation of them. And that is why we triggered the extradition request on 2nd June 2020 through the Chief of Staff. The past few weeks, we are once again drawing negative flag that we who put him on our list of wanted persons, that the OSP that declared him wanted, that the OSP that declared him a fugitive from justice, that the OSP that went to Interpol in record time of 48 hours and placed him on Interpol's red notice, we were stalling the case and that we were wasting time. But once again, as I said, we knew what we were doing and we knew what we were waiting for. And last week when the Attorney General addressed the media, he said something very poignant. He said, these financial investigations require time and patience. And we ask, give us that regard of time and patience, we will deliver the results wanted like this. And as I said, before the expiration of November 2025, we will charge all these persons that I listed before the criminal courts. We will not stultify our own investigations. We will not delay our own investigations. We will do it right. We will be patient. We will be meticulous. We would have all the expertise in the world examine all, because we only have one shot at these criminal cases. We cannot go back, forth with it. And so, I announce to you, as we did by way of our press statement last week, that we are in full collaboration with the Attorney General's Department. We cannot work against each other. We are working for the same cause, which is the cause of the Republic of Ghana. And we cannot be at loggerheads. We cannot be in dispute. Sometimes, personalities and how one wants to do something may clash a bit, but that should not be taken as dispute or disagreement. Many of you do not know my relationship with the Attorney General.
When they start to say, you don't know my relationship with this person, that is where the corruption starts. Yani Ghana, for we don't care about your relationship with the Attorney General. You could be his lover. I don't care. You could be somebody who has licked his butt since you finished law school or since he was your teacher. I don't fucking care. What we are talking about here is not about your relationship with the Attorney General. What we are talking about here, Kissi Agyabeng, is simple. If you tell us that you were waiting for a document or a docket from your U.S. partners, if you have received those documents on Monday, all the nonsense you were making, we don't care. Why don't you hand over those things that you have now to the Attorney General? Because you see, Kissi Agyabeng Kasa the whole day, he still did not answer the question from the Attorney General. He still did not answer any of the questions from us. The question from us was, when are you going to hand over the docket to the Attorney General? Because the Attorney General catcher will say, hand over the docket in its current form. That is all. He said, hand over the docket, hand over the investigative report in its current form. Whether you have received a document from the US, from Asia, the Attorney General is saying, if you want to collaborate, hand over the thing to him and add 2 investigators or prosecutors, let them come for him to sit with them. It is some concept. What makes you a prosecutor? It shows that you are not up here solid enough to be a prosecutor. Because to make it easy for us, if you are telling us to say you are working and you want to work with the Attorney General is there. You are the same person who told us to say the Attorney General's office and then the authority to trigger the extradition of Eddie Kenoforiata. So it does not matter whatever investigations you do. It does not matter whatever you have gathered at your disposal. He's saying that whatever you have gathered in its current state, give it to him. But also Kissi Agyabeng on kanokre. The 2.5 hours of original TV so that is why we can say he's protecting Kenoforiata. And this guy has made it clear today, say nobody in Ghana can trust such a liar. He's a liar. Yeah. When did he start? When did this investigation start? He needs to tell us. Sir Kenoforiata investigations or starting at Agyabeng. When did he officially start investigating Kenoforiata? They made Kenoforiata slip through their hands. He knew it. Kenoforiata in January to leave the country. They knew. He knew what they were doing. Now, the issue here is, it is a simple question. Question Ebusa ono a year 2-hour response. Your relationship with Attorney General Ghana for, you don't care. Whether you lick his butt or he licks your dick, I don't care. What I care about is, are you following the rules and regulations? Because when you went to the Jubilee House, when you wrote a letter to the Jubilee House, the end game was that you wanted permission to extradite Kenoforiata. The Jubilee House said the person who can give you that green light is the Attorney General. And the Attorney General says, bring the docket, bring the investigations in its current form and add 2 investigators so that I can move on. Nyamia on pebone, Monday ya wonsaso aka information be a chain, meaning whatever you had, it has even you even have more. So what stopped you today from telling Ghana for say, I want to today hand over the investigations in its current form to the Attorney General? What stopped you? You are a liar. The OSP is the one aiding Kenoforiata. He's dilly-dallying. He's playing on your conscience. Oh, Ghana for some way, Jimmy. This man cannot be trusted. And anytime I say, I am not in the position to say sack Kenoforiata by whoever has to sack him. But what I am saying is, we as a nation, we need to start thinking. We cannot hand over an office like this and say, "Sir, office will be to fight corruption." We can't. If the NDC government is going to fail, Kissi Agyabeng will lead that failure. Because you see, there's nothing this guy, say, he is ready to hand over the information he has. Right now, he's telling us to say, he is now going to to charge these people November. And psychologically, or statical side, or sitting in Attorney General, or the Attorney General pa, will be an new school or chair dear. Now, Attorney General cry a press conference, no. Attorney General can say, when it comes to issues like these, criminal investigations, it needs time. He needs time. It is not the time you need. It is not Attorney General telling us to say, in criminal investigations, you need time. It's about you handing over the docket and investigations to the Attorney General. Why can't you do that? Why can't you do such a simple thing? Nyame on pebone Monday, also saying a lot of documents from the United States. It even gives you every right to say, whatever I was waiting for, Mensaka, Attorney General at Sum. What stopped this guy from doing that? He is protecting Kenoforiata. All the people he mentioned, Crocodile John, he cannot prosecute any of those 5 people. I'm telling you on authority. Kissi Agyabeng cannot prosecute Damwa, Oltwin Jelino, Obwa. He cannot prosecute Breko. He cannot prosecute Amishadai. He cannot prosecute the 5 people. He's using them to confuse you. Now, are you going to charge Ken Ofori-Atta and these 5 people in different courts or in the same court? Because if you are going to charge them all under SML and you put them in one court, when one person is not around, you cannot prosecute. So are you going to put them in different courts and charge them differently? Because what you told us, the investigation is about the 5 people, including Ken Ofori-Atta or whatever. Now, are you going to charge them the same way you are charging Ken Ofori-Atta? Then if that is going to be the case, then there's no way. Because if these people are going to be charged in the same courtroom, with the same charge sheet, Ken Ofori-Atta, so Ghana, you can't jail him. And this is a game he's playing. He has spent $50.5 million since he came into that office. He has not been able to prosecute a chicken. Listen, if Mama Kancho, Ken Ofori-Atta, or your old criminal, Ken Ofori-Atta, or you're an experienced thief, Mama Kancho, if Kissi Agyabeng cannot prosecute Charles Bisu, Kissi Agyabeng cannot put Charles Bisu in jail. If Kissi Agyabeng cannot put Paul Ademotre, a thief like this, a small minds like this, in jail. If all those small people, Kissi Agyabeng could not put them in jail, I swear to God, he cannot put any of these 5 people in jail. He can't. On what basis? How can he do that? How is he going to do it? How is Kissi Agyabeng going to put... Because let me tell you, these 5 people that I mentioned to you, Damwa, on your small fish, I'm telling you, he has money to defend himself for almost 10 years. Sakena Damwa, we are. Where to be Sikeko Parliament, you know. He has money. He can defend himself for 5 years. Yeah? You see this guy? Kofinti, he was a GRA boss. This guy has money. And he's not a small fish that you can say, Adiachi, my brother November, me the child shit akoto machina tum. You cannot. And this guy who cannot put Charles Bisu in jail, who cannot jail Paul Ademotre, this guy cannot jail this guy. I'm telling you, on authority. He cannot jail people who used to be commissioners of GRA. He can't. These are people who are holding money. They control. These are not chicken that you can drag and take to court for a judge to mishandle or for any prosecutor to mishandle. These are people who control. So you should see clearly that Kissi Agyabeng, as the special prosecutor, the fact of the case is that they say he is lying. Whatever he did today is a lie. Now, journalists are call program not to busan questions in there. Now here there. Now, Shadia, because now, Shadia. Thank you very much. On say Mibusa, Kissi Agyabeng say, when did he actually start investigating SML? And I'm a Honorable Kissi Agyabeng, they aided Ken Ofori-Atta. They knew they wasted time. If they didn't aid, they wasted time because they knew what they were doing. See, my mentor idea time Ben or started investigating SML. Ken Ofori-Atta to be free Ghana call he could not stop Ken Ofori-Atta from leaving because someone started investigations at a particular time. Then Ken Ofori-Atta wasn't supposed to leave the country. This is January 2024. 2024 January. OSP probes SML and GRA deal. 2024 January. And now starting investigations. So if you started investigations in 2024 January, how were you able to sit there aloof and allow Ken Ofori-Atta to leave the country without stopping him and saying that you are the main suspect? Because that time you had started, you had started probing, you had started investigation. So it means you knew that Ken Ofori-Atta was guilty from 2024. Because there was no way you started the SML deal without knowing that the finance minister was the integral person in this investigation. From January 2024, you sat down, you took your eye off, you allowed Ken Ofori-Atta to put things in order. After 2024, we entered 2025, Ken Ofori-Atta left the country. You sat, you did not issue anything. You did not put any ban on Ken Ofori-Atta from leaving this country. You sat there, allowed Ken Ofori-Atta to leave. The moment he left, you told us that you are telling the Interpol to put a red alert on him. He's a fugitive from justice. You are lying. For a whole year, you sat down, you watched the guy, you had the dockets. My investigations even shows that docket, it has been with you. You started the investigations, you knew everything about Ken Ofori-Attah's involvement in the SML. Everything was pointing to Ken Ofori-Attah, but you decided to take your eye off because you wanted to create an exit for him to go. The moment he leaves, then you can come and make noise that I want to catch him, I want to catch him, I want to catch him. You knew what you were doing. 2024 January, and I will be a GRA SML deal also, and I will start to probe here. The OSP is a liar. This man, we cannot trust this guy. Hey, if this guy is still the OSP, we should forget about the fight against corruption. We should forget about it. Nobody is going to jail from the OSP's department. Nobody is going to go to jail. This guy is protecting people who have offended us, people who have stolen from us. How can you tell me in 2024 you open probe into SML deal and you never question Ken Ofori-Attah? You wanted to tell me all the way January 2024 you didn't know Ken Ofori-Attah was the lead in this criminality. Ken Ofori-Attah left after a year, January 2025. Aban Society and also Ken Ofori-Attah should leave because he didn't believe that the NDC, they were going to win the elections. If the NPP had won, this investigation would have been a piece of shit to you. So when the election changed, that was when Ken Ofori-Attah got the sign that he needs to exit because the SML deal, the new government, they were going to come after it. Now, a buying for front air. So you created a window for Ken Ofori-Attah. You took your eye off the window. You let him escape. Then later came and said, you are looking for Ken Ofori-Attah. Where is he? Now they told you that, oh, he's gone to America. He's sick. No. He needs to come back. 1 year, you allowed this guy to escape. Today, you are telling us that you need time. Hand over a document and investigation with 2 of your investigators. You said no. And then Okasa 2 hours. You could not tell us in our face that the investigation in its current state, you want to give it to the Attorney General. What is stopping you? Because you are protecting Ken Ofori-Attah. Because you know what you are doing. Because that is what you are using the office for. And this again, you see, we should investigate the OSP. I am telling you. A special team should be put together to investigate the office of the special prosecutor. This man, his biggest fear is to leave office. Yeah? And your OSP office now, it is what to follow next. Because you see, whatever he has done there, the moment that title is taken from him, the people who want to speak will speak, and he knows it's not going to end him well. So what he's doing is that he's protecting himself. It's not that office. Because right now, what is protecting him, whatever he has done, which he knows, whatever is protecting him is that title, the special prosecutor. His fear is not leaving that office. His fear is that that title is taken away and that everyone can come in and say, this is my encounter. This was my encounter with this guy. This is what happened. That is his fear. So what he's doing now is stalling. He's stalling every single thing. He's making sure the office does not move. He's going to use that his influence to stop everything. And the more he keeps that office, stalls everything, slows the pace, he still keeps his office as a special prosecutor. It's a game plan. Now here the journalist who went there asked him simple questions. Now Moshe, his reaction. Journalists people say, okay, about Ken Ofori-Attah extradition, Obusa the question me, munti any answer.
See, the first person who asked the question got it right. It's really about semantics. See, extradition requires a lot of complex dealings. You know, why is it going through the Attorney General? It's because the Attorney General is the central authority when it comes to these things. In some matters, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is the central authority. So if the Attorney General was in the central authority and we could just go, we would have just gone. The Attorney General is not the only in the chain. When it goes through, it goes through our mission and it comes all the way back around to us because we initiated the process. It is unfortunate that there is talk about we have been asked for a docket and we have refused to give the docket and all. That is beside the point. That is not the issue at all. The issue is that you need to get it right the first time. You don't keep going back and forth. You need to get it right the first time. So when on 13th June, we responded to the Attorney General and we said that the docket is not yet boarded up. We meant exactly that. Now someone asked about timelines and all. That's not how we do these sensitive cases, to give timelines in the public domain, especially as the final decision will not be taken by the OSP. The final decision will not be taken by the Attorney General. The final decision will be taken by whichever foreign jurisdiction in which he is. U.S. citizenship. If he applies and obtains U.S. citizenship, we have been giving Ghanaians to the U.S. on extradition requests. And they will also be nice to give us U.S. citizens upon request. So the citizenship status does not prevent extradition. Only that when a person is a citizen of another country, it is more difficult to extradite the person to a foreign country. But we'll still move on with the processes and ensure that Ghanaians become less restive and appreciative of the issues and the work we are doing with the Attorney General. Wait or continue? We are not waiting for anyone. I said we are filing our charges, and Director of Prosecutions has promised me, because I'm expecting his charges tomorrow. And then I'll review. It takes a while, because when it goes from the investigative setup to and the asset recovery setup to me, then to him. Now the baton is with him now. He is anchoring on the third leg, and he will finally give it to me tomorrow. And then we'll file. So see, I said before the end of November, we will file. We are not waiting for anyone. Persons can be tried in absentia. We've seen it before. You can be sentenced in absentia anytime we find you in the jurisdiction.
Now you see, he's lying. The guy is blatantly lying to every single Ghanaian. Say Jimmy. Now the question was, can Oforiata at this point, about extradition, it requires a lot of it's so complex. Now Okanyana say, in fact, central authority the Krampo sometimes, if you want to Attorney General, if you want to a foreign ministry, our foreign mission, or can be to say U.S. embassy, Ghana embassy in the U.S. Right now, he's throwing every nonsense out. He's throwing every nonsense out. The guy is basically telling you people, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing anything. That was his press conference today. I don't have shit for you. At a point, Okachira must say, he is now thinking of charging them. Yes, if for docket, also charge it. Bring the docket. The whole thing is not about you charging him. The whole thing is about bringing Ken Oforiata to face Edian court. When we bring Ken Oforiata, we can charge him. So do the first thing first. So you can see he's stolen. Or dinkai or dilemu. Or dilemu because onimse Ken Oforiata air press citizenship for America. The day Ken Oforiata citizenship be ready. Obeka Chamo say Ken Oforiata yen to me for them back. Inti Okasa ya no kodu no say the docket, it doesn't make sense because it's not about or no any docket in my Attorney General. See, so the letter Attorney General extra brand say onfa instructions no onfa on ready so obey you. And I went in the language, from what he's saying, when you try to summarize it up, or catcher will say He is not ready to give any docket to the Attorney General. He's not ready to give any investigations to Attorney General. He's not ready to send any investigator. He is telling you, say, he is preparing his own document to go and charge them. So he is never today, tomorrow, the next, going to give any docket, investigations. In his statement, that is what he said. On your ready, so or the document to be another docket to be my Attorney General say, Attorney General should look through for them being the central authority to start or activate or trigger the extradition of Kenoforiata. On your ready, so obey it. And it's all the answers here. All his answers boils down to, oh, my prosecutor is now thinking of the charges. And that before November, we will charge. Anything can happen in November. If he doesn't charge, what can you do? He is now going to take the charges from his prosecutor and look through it, review it. And then when he reviews it and he's satisfied, then he can charge. So November 29th, he can come and tell you his prosecutor gave him the charge. He looked through it, he reviewed it, and he believes that there's more that they can add. So let us move to Obesha February 23rd. What are you going to say? The guy is basically buying time for Kenoforiata to get his citizenship rights in America. That is what he's doing. He's saying everybody should go fuck themselves in Ghana. He doesn't have nothing to give you. In fact, Okasano, Okase, Okacha Attorney General say, the document, Okase, the docket had not been bound yet. Meaning, document na obusano de kikansi ni wiye. Attorney General so anka say kesi ni wiye ansa na de abreme. O se bebia wadru bia no fa breme. The question here is, adentina Kissi Agyabeng cannot give the docket an investigative report to the man. You can still give the docket an investigative report to the Attorney General and still go ahead and charge these 6 or 5 people. Why can't he do that? Because you handed over the docket to the Attorney General, handed over the investigative report, does not stop you from charging these people. You can still go ahead and charge them. So why are you not handing over the investigative report to the Attorney General? Why? Because I didn't say, so what the report to the Attorney General or the docket to the man, that's how the investigators can. You still have investigators and reporters, prosecutors there who can work with you for you to charge him, all of them in November. So what is stopping you? Because the moment you give the docket to Attorney General, he cannot stop you from charging, these 5 people or 6 people. It is a this guy is a liar. Nobody should take him serious. Memo bi engineer di $50.5 million and I call we are one office $50.5 million. And Ubusan say $50.5 million no. Why pa na wetu de na ko gina court aka say we are Ghana sika de na ko tum 10 years on to me nya bi da. Charles Bisu we ground to me vantum. Charles Bisu is an anto. We are talking about Amishadai. We are talking about Kofinti. We are talking about Kenedamwa. We are talking about Kenoforiata. Remember, recently your court say Kenoforiata Sembi, court is all monkombra 1 month time. Assembly Yankayo, court is all monkorom kwaye, documentations be, omunchro omudien, omu defense to say, omudien jen fambrana judge ni ready. Kissi Agyabeng is fooling you people. He has been fooling you people for years. And he has been using you people. And the Emiyan say, we still can't see it. Kissi Agyabeng who Ghana for some way Jimmy. And you see, we have allowed this to happen because we buy his nonsense. A whole Attorney General comes to stand on TV and tell you, sir, and you know, I have my prosecutor here. I'll give it to him. And the baton will go to him. And then he'll review and he'll bring it to me. And then I'll look at it and I'll review. And in November, thereabout, I will chat. But you know, give me time. That guy is not adding any sense of urgency to this nonsense. And he keeps telling us, oh, you need to be very careful. That is why we want the Attorney General to help you. Maybe there are some things, oversight in here. That is why we want you to give the Attorney General the document and your investigators to be part. Anything the Attorney General know. You are not the only office that can look through documents and understand. So you telling us to say, you need to be extremely careful. No? You are getting a second sieve. You are getting a second session that can also look through and say, okay, everything is right, but we think this is wrong. So we, from our angle, let's add this. That is what the Attorney General wants to do. So you telling us you want to be careful. How careful can you be? Because the Attorney General coming in is you being super careful. Why don't you want to give the docket to him? You are a liar. Nobody in Ghana should trust Kissi Agyabeng. Today, Ken Ofori-Atta being in America and not coming home to come and defend what we call his stewardship, it is this guy creating the window for him to stay out of the country. He knows. And you see, he has been playing this game for a long time. And you see what happens, and they say, pressure and bar, pressure and form. He will get his way out. He knows what about press conference way, 2 days, he will go back to his bulletproof car. He will go and enjoy his office. He may say, this guy knows Ghanaians. We're reading watch it. And you see him like this, he can be in that office, and sometimes he sits back and looks through the system. I know media, he does not like me one bit. Saying, come to Ghana, and got a charge to me so. I know. Make a retailer. Saying, Ghana na metia, and can pet some allegation be there to me so say, Makan Semetiano, me good woofing, and that I've said something against some act. Into hey, you, if anybody sees him, he should bring him to me, and that in Ghana, Uncle Nyankobe. Anka Ghana na metina me adwuma we a anka odi bibia to me so that is their strategy. But we are going according to what you yourself told us. And we as a people, we need to understand Kissi Agyabeng is bad news. Now what I want to tell Ghanaians is say that office, say free office now, we need to find another avenue. If we are going to rely on Kissi Agyabeng to fight corruption, to bring Ken Ofori-Atta to Ghana, and then ahema asofo enkwara mpenye Jimmy. I am telling you on authority. Akoye Kasa for 2.5 hours. He could not tell Ghana for say, I want to give the docket to the Attorney General. He didn't do it. Listen to his response again when it came to extradition. Listen to him again.
See, the first person who asked the question got it right. It's really about semantics. See, extradition requires a lot of complex dealings. You know, why is it going through the Attorney General? It's because the Attorney General is the central authority when it comes to these things. In some matters, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is the central authority. So if the Attorney General was in the central authority and we could just go, we would have just gone. The Attorney General is not the only in the chain. When it goes through, it goes through our mission and it comes all the way back around to us because we initiated the process. It is unfortunate that there is talk about we have been asked for a docket and we have refused to give the docket and all. That is beside the point. That is not the issue at all. The issue is that you need to get it right the first time. You don't keep going back and forth. You need to get it right the first time. So when on 13th June we responded to the Attorney General and we said that the docket is not yet boarded up, we meant exactly that. Now someone asked about timelines and all. That's not how we do these sensitive cases to give timelines in the public domain, especially as the final decision will not be taken by the OSP. The final decision will not be taken by the Attorney General. The final decision will be taken by whichever foreign jurisdiction.
Oh, Abubusan said timelines is how is saying. A bad time ben I want to see between the Ken Ofori-Atta from a Juma away Attorney General. Also, yen to me cut timelines as somewhere. If we say in the first place, the final decision is not going to be taken by or not. It's not going to be taken by Attorney General. It is going to be taken by the Americans. But if today you give the docket to the Attorney General, the final decision can be taken just tomorrow. But he is telling you he cannot give timelines. Why can't he give timelines? Because if today the Attorney General hands over, the OSP hands over the docket and investigations to the Attorney General, then we can tell the Attorney General that activate this within 24 hours. Activate it in a month. Activate it in 2 days. Now, you have not handed over the document to the Attorney General. You are also telling us that you cannot tell us timelines, meaning You are deliberately holding on to this to prolong the timeline. Because the earlier you hand over the docket, the investigation report, the shorter it becomes for us to bring Ken Ofori-Atta back home. We have not taken our first step. How do we know when we are going to, how far we can walk? The first step we need to take is to hand over to Attorney General. Then Attorney General takes the second step. Now, when it gets to the US, the Americans, that is where we know the third step is. Now, you have not taken the first step. For us to get to the second step, you are telling us you can't give timelines. It means it is deliberate. It means it is deliberate. You are deliberately halting or slowing this pace of prosecuting Ken Ofori-Atta. The timelines, it's in your hand. And can then catch a gun and say, baby, why investigations said, you know, o person the Attorney General. Na momuno, who investigations there, o person court November. Until what year you are still going to court. Attorney General should take whatever you have done so far. But you are a liar. You are a liar. You are telling us, oh, it is not up to you. It is not up to the Attorney General. It is up to the Americans. Leave the Americans for the Attorney General. Leave the Americans for the Attorney General. Because when Attorney General gets what he needs, he will deal with the Americans. It is not up to you to decide whether the Americans are going to work fast or not. You do not determine the timelines for the Americans. Americans work with their own time. But the issue we have on the table now is take the step. Give the document and let the Attorney General take another step. Why are you not doing it? You are a liar. Now, those people who are quick to say he should try Ken Ofori-Atta in absentia, you people are even creating more room for this OSP to help Ken Ofori-Atta live in America. Because you see, I heard Martin Kpebu saying that if Ken Ofori-Atta is not coming, try him in absentia. The moment you do that, Ken Ofori-Atta will ask for asylum. He will seek for asylum and he's never going to come to Ghana. Because the moment you go to court and try Ken Ofori-Atta and say he's a criminal, he will tell the American government that you want to persecute him. He did not do anything wrong. He's seeking for asylum and he will get it. So trying Ken Ofori-Atta in absentia is the worst thing to do. You need to go through the process that has been set. Ghana, America have a collaboration. We can extradite, they can extradite. Why can't we go through the central authority to make sure that we have exhausted all avenues? Because there are avenues that we can exhaust that can bring Ken Ofori-Atta to Ghana. Why are we going to that extent of trying him in absentia for him to take that opportunity to seek for asylum? It is you people are now enabling this guy to help Ken Ofori-Atta escape justice, escape prosecution. And this is what you people do. We are quick to help the criminals to escape. We are quick to help these criminals to escape. Why should we try Ken Ofori-Atta in absentia? There are other steps we can take. And those steps, we have not exhausted it. So if we have not exhausted it, why are we not taking the steps? I expect you people sitting on TV. All you guys say you are lawyers to tell the OSP, say, OSP, what is really stopping you from handing over the docket? Let us try that channel and see if it doesn't work. If that channel doesn't work, then we can try Ken Ofori-Atta in absentia. Now, there are so many avenues that we can exhaust. We have not even started. We have not even made an attempt. The OSP is sitting and saying, I won't do it. And we are sitting in Ghana saying, we should try Ken Ofori-Atta. What will we get when Ken Ofori-Atta is in America and we are spending our money in the court? We need that guy in Ghana court to answer questions. Nobody is going to try Ken Ofori-Atta in absentia. Because the moment we do that, then we are helping OSP to help Ken Ofori-Atta to escape prosecution. Ken Ofori-Atta wants a reason to seek for asylum. He needs a reason. And the moment you give him that reason, hallelujah, he's done. He's not coming. The Americans and Ghanaians, the Americans already know the route we can take legally to bring Ken Ofori-Atta to Ghana. Why are we not taking it? Why is this man nonsense talk and all this comedy on TV? 2.5 hours. One can say, the press conference now in the first, and no sabe read the questions we were asking him. This comedian did not answer any of the questions. How can we allow these things to happen in Ghana? Nobody is speaking in this country. This guy is still in that office. He's scared to be prosecuted if he leaves the office. This is crazy. Charles Bissiou. There is a video of Charles Bissiou taking money. This guy cannot even prosecute Charles Bissiou. Charles Bissiou, MPP for now or your anto. Corona boy no endu kenoforiata wu. We saw evidence of Charles Bisu taking bribe. Charles Bisu, he took bribe. He took bribe. He did what? He took bribe. You looked at all these things. You still cannot prosecute Charles Bisu. You are a waste of human being. You are a waste of an OSP. Now then, Americans, no. Omo pe Ghana for boys na chi omo no. Omo American can say, you know something, let's try them in absentia. Why didn't they do that? And then FBI and Ghana, mutual assistance. You people help them to extradite those boys to America to go and try them in America. Because it is important you bring the culprit, the suspect, to face the law. I don't think Americans, they say, the people are not Americans. Why don't you stay in America and try them in absentia? They could have done that. Why didn't they do that? But the Americans have this agreement with Ghana. They can fly to Ghana, work with the Ghana Security Agency, pick those people and take them back. Why can't we do the same? It is because the OSP is shielding Ken Oforiatta. You cannot trust this guy. And Americans are going to try a yes uncle in America in absentia. I didn't know man, sir. But the Americans knew there's a route, there is a way, there's an avenue. They need to exhaust it. And they exhausted it and made sure they got the boys. Why don't you want to exhaust that avenue? I don't know, OSP, one person will use the avenue, no? Why don't you want to hand over the docket? You cannot be trusted. You are dangerous. The fight against corruption, you are the problem. You are the one we are fighting. When it comes to corruption, you are the corruption we are fighting. We are struggling in Ghana today because of you, Kissi Agyabeng. You are the corruption. You are the problem.